I think the most unexpected chaos we had was when we sent out our astronaut Bastian on an EVA mission to help the stranded Russians back to our base. And he died on that mission.
Alarms blaring everywhere, people running back and forth. I had to try to gather everyone and say, okay, this is what's happening.
What happened, we have no idea. It's not like when you work in a group project at school that you have the same rhythm all the time. But here is like every 10 minutes there's something changed. You need to help that person, you need to... So it was quite unexpected environment.
Today is going to be the first day of the very first analog astronaut mission for Chalmers University. We're doing this on Earth because it's easier and cheaper and less dangerous. They get an idea not only about all the theory that they've been learning during the course that they've been taking at Chalmers, but also as well the feelings that you will have when you cannot leave. If you feel anxious or there's a conflict with one of your colleagues, you cannot just leave and close the door.
We have 4 different modules, and each of them they have, we can do certain things.
So here is basically the common area that theoretically connects all the different modules. Now we're going to go to the rest area where they will have their lunches, and also as well will serve as the medical facility. When someone falls ill or someone has an injury, they will lay down here and they will rest, and then there will be a medical officer that will have to look after the person. They have their coffee machine, very important. And this will be a more technical module. The spacesuits will be here, and the oxygen will be also here. And then the service module has also a storage unit. You can see most of the food is long life food, so you can take it to space.
In Module C, it's a lab that we have, that we run all the experiments. We run all the geology or biology experiments, that we gather rocks or things, that we run the experiments there.
We, the teachers and the instructor, will be in another building around 200 meters away from here in what we call mission control. There are 3 main student projects that are in the course. One is to build their own spacesuit. So they have been 3D printing their helmet, and also the firefighters, they have lent us some bottles, oxygen bottles, so they will have to breathe real compressed air. They will really have to calculate how much air they have left, because otherwise they will run out of air.
All right, I thought I'd show the spacesuit we've been using during this simulation. It consists of a helmet device we use to protect our head, as well as a full mask system that supplies us with the oxygen we need during the mission. Oxygen tank back here in the backpack. Oxygen regulator. The suit is of course not complete without a set of gloves that slot on and interlock so that it stays put on the suit. Then we have, of course, the all-important overall with the Swedish flag as well, protecting our body from the hostile space environment around us and the low pressures that we experience. And then finally, beautiful white space expedition boots.
One lesson I will bring with me is that you can't micromanage everything. It's so easy to slip into that habit of trying to direct everything, especially when you're the one at the top who needs to take responsibility for everything. You want to be everywhere and make sure everything works smoothly, and you simply can't do that. You have to trust your colleagues.
It's just the same as you learn driving. When you get the driving license, you can get all the theories, but when you are driving on road, it's a completely different experience.
It's fun, you're pretending like there is and like taking it seriously, and you really get to experience how do I react in this kind of situation, but with that added safety net of course knowing that it's all make-believe in the end.
I think Pachi, he reignites the fun of learning for me. He makes learning exciting again, just like when I was a small kid, you know, going to some space museum or something like that. I guess you could describe this weekend as 48 hours of structured chaos.
So all in all, they will get out from the course with a very good foundation of what is space technology.